Good day, welcome back to Shopcat's Hydraulic Shop. Last night we fit the new hose to the Gilson. Today we're going to fill up that transmission fluid, or I guess it's hydraulic fluid, it's kind of both, and see if we can't drive that thing around. Got the same rig as before. Got my little funnel here with a line down to the top of the transmission. I'm just going to use the tow control valve. When I release it, then the fluid will flow down into the transmission. The drain plug's removed, so we're good to go. This is just regular Dexron 3 ATF. The machine actually calls for type A, which is essentially the very first ATF. Was created by GM. And it was essentially the only automatic transmission fluid available for quite some time. Even for Fords, you used GM's fluid. Eventually Ford labeled it as Mercon. It's the same stuff. Dexron 3 is basically backwards compatible to the type A. So type A became type A suffix A, and then Dexron 2, Dexron 2E, Dexron 3, but they're all backwards compatible, so you can use Dexron 3 where any of those other kinds were used. So we can get away with it on this one. Now Dexron 4 and 5 are not backwards compatible though. So if you have an older vehicle that calls for anything older than that, don't use Dexron 4 or 5 or Mercon 5, anything like that. Ford's Type F is actually their own formulation. It was used through the 70s into the 80s, and it's very similar to Mercon but has different friction modifiers, and actually from what I hear it's a really good replacement fluid for GM transmissions too, like pre-electronic ones. Okay, well, we pull it up to pull or tow the tractor, so up we go, and hopefully fluid should be flowing in, and it is. And now we wait. This is a painfully slow process. Okay, push down the tow valve. It took quite a lot of fluid this time to fill it up. I think it was a little bit low even before, just from circulating and bleeding air out, and then when that hose blew, you know, of course it pumps out some fluid, so I've had to add quite a bit. I'm going to put the level plug in just loose, put the other plug in, and I think I'm out of time for now this afternoon, but tonight maybe we'll operate the hydraulics somewhat and maybe move it around a bit and then recheck that level after we've pumped some fluid through and maybe bled out some air. Heading into town a little bit early today before work. Maybe pick up some supplies for the fridge here, you know. But I do have about 10 minutes or so maybe to spare. Just take a quick peek and see what's ailing this Poulan P3314. I'm just told it doesn't work. What does that mean? Who knows? Air filter is a little gross. Shouldn't really stop it. So, I don't know. Let's see. According to this, we pull the choke. Okay. And this should be in the on position anyway. Press primer 6 times. Pull the cord till she tries to start. Okay. do anything with the throttle here. Oh, I see. Okay, it presets full throttle. Okay. Ooh. Oh boy, she's tough. Push choke in halfway. Well, we're in the ballpark. There's something happening here. That was kind of promising. I think it just needs a cleanup and a tune-up. Won't need much at all. Some fresh fuel. I have the hexagon Walbro tool, and it's hard to tell. It's really kind of all cruddy in there, but I think I need the spline style, so I might have to order that from Amazon just to get it tuned up properly. Other than that, it looks like this is another little saw almost ready to go. A little cleanup and that's it. Next on the agenda is testing out the hydraulics on this thing. Put the part brake on just to be safe. Fuel was shut off. We have another leaking line. The line, basically the lift line to the cylinder is now leaking. Nevertheless, we should be able to drive it without it leaking from there unless we use the hydraulic circuit. So let's try that. if you could hear that while I was operating this tractor, but I can definitely hear and feel the hydraulics kind of coming in and going out, especially in forward as I'm operating it. So that tells me there's still some air in the system, and it's probably, as it's worked that air out, we've probably gone low again. It tends to aerate when it's low, so I'm going to let this sit until tonight and top up the fluid again, and we will have to do something with that lift hose. Then hopefully everything will work.